Hello, everybody! We are back!
I'm gonna say what our name is. Not gonna say, look, we're Logical Gamers. No, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, it's still on the pause screen. I had a sticker on my foot, apparently. Okay. Off screen? Yeah. Alright, so we're currently from the exact same spot the last episode was off because I didn't decide to run anywhere between episodes. So we're still on our way to get there. Isn't that the best way to start an episode, guys? Don't you just love it? I'm aware I just ran past a flag. Yeah. And now I'm scaling up and I'm on top of the roof! Okay.
Yay!
So, Steven, is there anything particular that you'd like to talk about this episode?
So, a few things about, just for this episode, I'd like to focus on Altair's weaponry. So, obviously for this game, he has his 5 weapons, depending on how you want to look at it. He has his main sword. So could you just pull that out so we can see? Notice it's a straight blade, perfectly normal, and look right at the tip of it. Not very... It doesn't do a full, long angle, so it seems, as much as we can tell, to be just a standard full blade.
Yeah.
So... Or not full blade, longsword.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
So, I'm not sure about the other games since we haven't seen those particularly yet. We haven't done them on this channel, and I haven't really gone looking into that kind of stuff for the other games. But
as far as I'm aware, you get to actually change your weapon throughout the games.
Okay.
But not in this one.
So, yeah.
So you get to pick what type of blade it is.
Next thing I'd like to kind of point out... Oh, right! Okay, so just back to lore for a split second. I believe this is the bit that's talking about the brother of the king.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. We don't have subtitles, and there's no noise.
I know, but I can remember this part. This is the brother of the king who's really pissed off because he wants to do war things.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, back to the weapons. His next notable thing would be his throwing daggers.
Okay.
So, the way he's actually having those throwing dagger bits, first of all, what are they? So, getting a good look at Altair's character design is fairly simple. And you can clearly see on his shoulder, and going down a bit, are...
I'm sorry, this guy looks like a dog, like a bulldog.
What? It just looks like a dog. Okay, then.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, just over his shoulder, we can see where he...
Actually, it doesn't have them on my shoulder right now. The ones I have are actually on my...
Oh.
If I can get it in the screen, they're onto my hip.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they're right around the waist. Just for right now. I believe you get more later, and that's why.
Yes, so, for the actual shape of them, it's not the easiest thing to see, especially
I'd
since
say
low
basic
res...
throwing knives, would they not be?
What?
Are they not basic throwing knives? Because they look like
Yes, that's
the thin knife with a single blade with no handle.
I'd like to get more into those if you can actually, at a point where you could throw them, so that we can see exactly how they're thrown, because that actually gives us a good idea of what kind of weapon they are. Because the big difference between general throwing weapons are how you throw them, the way you use them. So when you throw a dart-like throwing weapon, then you will generally throw it and it won't ever spin. But for most actual daggers that you would be throwing, they do a spinning in the air so that they will always hit the opponent blade digging into their flesh.
I'm pretty sure these ones just fly like a dart, however...
So,
just give me a moment, I need to find a spot to be able to get away.
Which was what I was kind of getting at. It looks like his throwing daggers aren't really quite daggers. They're more...
I believe they're just called throwing knives.
Yeah, throwing knives. But, they're more just little needles that he chucks at people. Which kind of supports the idea that they might be poisoned.
Or blades, really.
Yeah. But the point is, they definitely aren't meant to be used for close combat, ever.
It's still a knife, brother. Sure. Hurt someone.
If you can...
Alright, well, let's take a look at it now, then. Yeah, it throws
The
like
way
a dart.
he throws it.
Yeah. Throws it as if it's a shuriken, but it goes down like a... Okay.
So that kind of supports the idea that
I can't just jump on this dude.
even if you're in Necrophone,
I'm pretty sure, because I was able to do jump
I
before.
think you have to be in Necrophone. No, I don't know. Maybe you're not close enough, or maybe you have to do a running start. Are you targeting him?
Yeah. How's it going? Well, this will work, I guess. Oh shit, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, just watch. Oh god. Nope, get off of me. Alright, continue.
Yeah,
I
so,
got this.
From what I've seen, as much as I can tell, it supports the idea that these are poisoned darts, which kind of shows why they're so effective at killing anyone they hit instantaneously. Not including the,
One fat guy.
well,
That one fat guy that
in
took
general,
threes.
the people that are important.
Yeah.
Because it
Oh,
will
fat
not
ass
kill
took
the
3
Templars, and it won't kill the fat guy.
Oh, got him. Alrighty.
So,
What do you know of my
just looking,
I know that you were
very, very, very few poisons are as instant, well, Venom's poisons, whatever it may be, are as instant as the poison he uses. So, not quite sure what type of poison it is, but it's definitely, if anyone were to get their hands on that, that would be...
Where did you say that this takes place again?
It was the Third Crusade.
No, the region.
Oh, I believe it's in,
Syria? No.
yeah, it's in a few places, Syria being one of them.
Alright, there's potential, correct me if I'm wrong, but would there not be scorpions in that area?
Yeah, it could very well be a scorpion venom. So, yeah,
it's just an
more
idea.
likely than not, it's a type of venom that's naturally occurring, which would make sense for kind of what the assassins are and what they do.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that we don't write scripts. We might eventually, but like a lot of this, it's like we'll write down one thing as like
Yeah.
a jot form, like mention this or do this, like
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, like we don't really. It's mostly all unscripted, so a lot of it, like if we're wrong, just clearly tell us. We don't mind. Like obviously, it's good to learn, right? So we'll
And
learn.
I love just reading up on theories that people have and discussing them, anything like that. If you have any ideas on contrasts to what we have said, we'll look at it and we'll probably make an amendum in a what are those things called?
An annotation.
Yeah, that's what they are, annotations. An
Yeah.
amendum in an annotation.
Yeah, I have to use annotations quite a lot now because of our end card. I actually have to make links to everything, and
Yeah.
it's not that bad. It's a bit of a pain. It's okay.
So if we mess up, we want you to tell us, because
Yeah.
if no one tells you, don't learn.
Yeah. And I'm very pro-education. I'm against school, but I'm pro-education. School's about grades. It's not about learning. It's about passing. However, some people could argue the opposite, but from my experience and what I've seen, and from like a lot of people's complaints, it's a lot more about passing rather than learning. But that's different discussion.
Yeah. So now, if you look at his, I don't know if you're good at fighting with it, but the close combat sword or dagger thing. There we go.
It's my preferred weapon, but I don't
Yeah.
know why I was using the sword. I think it's because this gets blocked much easier.
Yeah.
Alright.
You'll notice it is a dagger that he, for the most part, uses with one hand. So, slashing with his right hand, and then using his left hand to follow up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
It's hard to
punches on
see.
a snipe with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he punches with the left hand.
Okay. So, but the interesting thing to note is the shape of it, and if I can't
damn,
perfectly
this
see
glitchy
it
ass
now, but I believe it is a kukri, just from what I can see.
I'm
Is it?
pretty sure it's just a short dagger.
No, it's dagger. Sorry, can't see.
Yeah, if it was kukri, it'd be much cooler.
So it
Dude,
does.
it just fucking did that and it didn't die.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It does not have a curve to it, so yeah.
Alright, yeah.
But
well, it does have a curve to it if you...
Yeah.
Hold up.
Only at the tip.
Just, it's got a slight curve.
Really,
As you
it's
can
only
see.
at the tip, though.
Yeah, it's more just
Pull
like
it out
it's a...
again. Because I'm pretty sure you can just hold it in your hand. Maybe turn to your character to face the other way. See? Very little, if any, curve.
Yeah. Yeah, just a slight curve.
Only near the end.
Yeah.
So.
Not an important curve.
Well, it could be. Maybe it would help us figure out exactly what type of dagger it is. So, but
I
regardless...
know this is somewhat off topic, but I was looking on eBay the other day, and I just ended up finding this one seller that sold a bunch of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty funny because I looked at someone like, it's an interesting design, but would it be useful? Like, could you actually do anything with it? Because, like,
Yeah, so...
some weapons are like that. Oh, shit.
He does definitely a bit of slashing and a bit of stabbing. So maybe that would give us a hint towards what type of dagger it might be, but for now that's probably something for another time.
Yeah.
But the big thing is the wrist dagger. And for what I could find, I did not find anything that really fit its description in documents or anything. I think it's something that they added into the game.
Spring action.
Yeah.
Hit like the easiest way to think about it is like a pocket knife, like the ones that are inside the actual.
Switchblade, you mean?
No.
No.
Like sort of like a switchblade, but like not at the same time. The ones that are like spring loaded, so they pop at the top.
Exactly.
Yeah, those type. That's the closest thing I could think of.
Well,
Actually, at my house we have a buddy of mine, well, my little brother's buddy actually, but he's pretty much become family. He's currently
living
living here, just because you know he wants to. So we're like, okay, whatever. And well, he actually has one of the hidden blades that you can buy. So if you wanted to take a look at it for like next episode or something like that, you can just ask him. I'm sure you got it.
My thing about it is the technology around the 1st century or 11th century. So 11th century technology. Did we really have spring-loaded? Really anything?
Well, I don't think like obviously it's based around like ingenious people thinking of stuff, right? So it is possible because clearly they could
here's the thing.
make drawbridges and stuff like that.
Drawbridges are fairly time period accurate.
Well, no. I know. I understand that. Like, I mean, like, they had the understanding about how machines worked.
But the thing
So
is,
it's possible.
springs, they're very interesting. You have to make them out of certain materials.
Yeah.
And those certain materials we haven't had for very long. They were more an industrial era thing.
There is still potential that they could have done
There's potential they could have done it. But the other thing to look at is, well, what else could it be? I was looking at, it's pretty simple to make a pulley system. And that glove is fairly large that contains the dagger. It very well could be a pulley thing, so that when he puts his hand in a certain way, pulls strings the right way, and it pulls out his...
Yeah, it could.
Yeah. Which I think is a bit more likely than the...
A lot of what
spring.
people do is... I've actually got a design that I... Actually, you know what? It's just a bit of editing extra. I don't mind. I'll put up a picture of it. I don't know who... What the fuck's going on here? I don't know who made it, okay? But I will put up a picture. It'll be on screen, like, right now. Don't fucking punch me. And it shows the inner workings of one that someone made.
Mm-hmm.
And it works with a ring and a string, and it just does all
Exactly.
pulley action. So it is quite possible that they did it.
So,
And I've also have a video that I found by just some kid, and he made a like spring-loaded one with elastics, string, and popsicle sticks.
So it's not completely out of the question, but it seems like it's...
A bit ingenious for the time
Yeah,
period.
and it's going to be something not the same way we think of things. It's not going to be a spring-loaded, really. It's going to use
Pulleys,
tension.
probably.
Yeah, pulleys and tension.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Seems like that's
Well,
the
the
most
video I
likely.
found, it was made
Why
by like,
didn't
a
you
kid
just
no
hide
older than
right
13.
next to you? There's a place to hide.
I totally thought there was a place on this building, and I don't know why. But, no, like, the kid was no older than 13, so...
Oh, and that isn't a real hiding spot either.
Yeah, not in this game.
Not until you get to that area, but... Oh, why didn't you hide there?
I'm trying. I ran right past it.
Both
Sorry.
of them!
Yeah, well. But no, this kid was no older than 13, and he made it out of, like, popsicle sticks, a thumbtack, glue, and rubber bands and stuff. So, and string. So it is quite possible, seeing as, like, a kid from nowadays could do it.
And
So, well, I didn't kill that guy.
on to the next kind of thing at all is his other weapon, obviously, is his fists. And it should be noted that assassins were actually trained to be highly proficient in unarmed combat.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
martial arts is,
Yeah,
a thing.
but they were experts at it. They knew multiple types, and their big thing was that they developed their own types that other people didn't really understand.
Well, yeah, because, like...
For example, those spinning things he does when he's using one blade in one hand and his hand just empty-handed in the other. When he does those spin attacks, which are quite a bit of kind of grandeur and unnecessary in the eyes of most people. They can be used to distract the person, to kind of trick them into thinking the blade will go somewhere where it isn't actually.
Yeah.
So his unarmed combat is fairly accurate in this representation of the assassins.
Oh, and if you just... Oh, shit. I should have fast-forwarded.
Oh,
well, I guess we're going for an adventure.
With Panda Horse?
If I can fucking find one. Oh, well, there was a hay barrel there I could have gone to, rather than the bench.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well. It's actually quite possible that... oh god, brain work. I'm sorry, I'm looking like to a fool now. Okay. Many different forms of martial arts actually are better than other ones in the fact that they're literally meant to fight that type. So if you create a brand new form of fighting, there's no way to fight against it, right? Like, if it's its own art, no one has made something to go against it. And as such, you have, like, a clear, like, advantage. Yeah, you have an advantage over them. Right? So, like, as dumb as some people will be like, oh, no, you're wrong type thing or whatnot, but I'm 100% right here. I'm sorry about it, but, like, and I'm not normally one of those jackasses that goes, like, no, you're 100% wrong. Because, like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I know I'm right here. Actually, Ox Kid on Rage Arcade with me, he's, I believe, a 2nd or 3rd degree black belt in karate, whereas I knew a bit about wrestling and I was on a wrestling team. Wrestling is actually meant to pretty much defeat karate, whereas, like, if karate were to go against street fighting, karate would win.
Mm-hmm.
And wrestling would probably lose to... Well, actually, I think wrestling would also win against street fighting. Provided that the street fighter is only experienced and they don't...
Yeah. But
like, know it or whatnot.
Regardless, there's many different types of martial arts, and clearly some were meant to go against each other. Some of them just intrinsically stop from each other from working. For example, karate, which intentionally... I can say this because I am actually trained in karate to the point of black belt, not multiple degrees, but... karate, many of the things are not meant to injure. They're meant to incapacitate or get someone onto the ground so that you can either get away or do whatever.
Whereas Aikido, it's literally meant you take their own force and you, like, break their arm with it or something.
Yeah. So since they all work in such a different way, the things like wrestling, which is meant to be fought, like you're meant to fight with wrestling
it's just
while you're on the ground. That's kind of how most of wrestling is.
Well, on the ground, and you're also trained to... Oh, fuck, this is a Templar. Son of a bitch, I was not looking for this at all. Well, this episode's pretty much over anyways.
Yeah, but we can finish up a little tangent.
With a Templar, you think I can fucking...
Tangent, I said.
Yeah, well,
he can kill you.
Yeah, he'll kill me. He'll fucking kill me. We both know this. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you.
But
he killed me. Okay. My controller died.
Perfect timing. Well, thanks for watching. We'll do whatever we need to next time.
Yeah, we can
Do something.
We'll just finish it
We'll
up.
figure something out.
Different types of martial arts beat other different types of martial arts, and yes, wrestling is a martial art. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.